This is Damon Stevens with FinWealth Builders. Today is Monday, January 31st, 2022, and the end of a month. And from our video last night, we were wondering where we were going to go and end this month out. But looking at Friday's action, was it a continuation? And it was. And the Bulls won today. It was a rocket ride for just about everything. So hopefully you caught some of that today and came out with a day with a nice smile on your face because, boy, they gave us some really good moves today, and we're going to get into those charts and take a look at what's going on. But really good day in the market. So those are the days we like to see. A lot of movement. Let's look at these charts here to see what's going on. So looking at the market here, you see Dow Jones closed up 1.17%, NASDAQ up 3.41%, and S&P 500 up 1.89. Just amazing. And look at the end of the day. Just these huge candles, just really a nice strong rally at the end of the day. And we're seeing that, as the market's been moving, seems like the afternoons, really give you either a rally up or a dump in the end of the day. So looks like the end of the day is just more movement than we get typically in the morning sometimes. But you can see NASDAQ had a great morning, kind of a slow grind up and then another nice one in the afternoon. So do we continue to see that? And do we have a third day in a row coming up here? Good question on Tuesday. Sometimes they call it turnaround Tuesday because it goes the opposite direction as it did the day before, but really strong movement right now. So just got to be careful. Definitely watch watch the VIX and watch the charts and see what's going on pre-market before it opens because, it could rally another third day up here and just really make some quick movement back up to the top here. Or it could pull back here and retrace a little bit and fake everybody out. So just be careful out there, trade, and we'll look at some more charts here, see how that can help you in your trades. When you see this heat map, FANG stocks, definitely you can see the strength in the tech stocks just booming. So money moved right back into those tech stocks, which means money has to flow out of somewhere else. But yeah, just a great day. Nothing still, small caps are still suffering, not really giving us some big moves in small caps. So we won't cover any of those. And here, so earnings. So we talked about this last night as well, but earnings season is still up and going. Big one for tomorrow. It's going to be Google, Alphabet. Looking at UPS as well, so Exxon, some others. Pulte Group is also reporting on the housing. But really, Wednesday is going to be a big day. But tomorrow, definitely going to be watching these stocks. So if you're looking for trades, here's some potential trades right here. They should have some type of volatility going on tomorrow morning and also at the end of the day tomorrow. So we'll see what earnings brings. But excited to see what happens. Microsoft here, you can see here, we're pulled up right up to closer resistance. We got over the 20. And working our way right up to the 100. So we have resistance here. I had set here at 312 last week. And we're right in between this first resistance, which was this bar right here, and the second one. So you see this little channel we had before a breakout. So we're right seeing that same spot. So do we gap up again, or do we kind of grind up, or are we going to pull back here? So that's the question. Looking at Tesla here, Tesla, really strong rally you've seen from the bottom here. So we have this double bottom that Tesla put in here and just a nice strong rally up here. So really looking good, kind of come back here to prior highs. So you can see this. So that's kind of where we're at right here, is back in January 31st. So that's kind of where our resistance level is, and that's where we ended today. So the question is, if we break out above this, definitely going to be bullish, going to be looking for more movement up. If not, if this is a strong resistance because we were here before, we could pull back. And you can see the last pullback here, pulled clear back here to almost the 200 here. But you can see that there was a pullback. So just be careful out there. We are at resistance, so you could see a little bit of a retracement of some sorts. Minimum, could come back to 935. But if we break out above this level, just look for a nice new rally tomorrow. Apple's a good leading stock. You'd see nice grind up through this channel. We were at the bottom here where we bounced, and we're almost about 3/4 of the way up. So we can look, if you're looking at the next level up here, 179, 180 is going to be the next level of resistance as we get up here, back up towards these highs. So Apple's looking really good, really giving us a strong, run back up to those highs. And here's, a small time frame. This is 5-minute chart. This is intraday. See the intraday chart just continues just to rocket up here. Just amazing. McDonald's bounced off our levels as well. It's not as running as high as the tech stocks, but running pretty good. If you want something consistent, that's definitely giving you a good run here. We're above all the moving averages on McDonald's. BA, you see here, we're trying to create a bear or a bull flag here, right here on this 50. So it looks like we're trying to break out a little bit. Not as strong on BA. It's not, we're showing a lot of strength here, but it is trying to work its way back up here. So we'll see if it can get, up to this next resistance level at 203 and get through that 50 moving, that 100 moving average. Caterpillar, we talked about this. If it failed here, it's come back down. It's back in the second day in. So it's very likely we could come down here and retest this area, around 186.50. So just something to be aware of on CAT. That it's going to come down probably a little bit more. Nvidia, you can see Nvidia found some strength here, tried to get support and bounce up. It did get there, but we're still not through. So we got to break up through here, this 258 range. But Nvidia's trying. It's trying to get up there. So we'll see if we can get some more rally out of it tomorrow. Invax, big old decline here, and it looks like we're trying to bounce back out of there, moving a little slower than the rest, but it's got a lot of work to do. Exxon, closed up at the highs. So, you see here, this should be a bull flag, but, as extended as we are, it looks like the moving averages are catching up. If it continues to drag up here, it could pull these moving averages up and we continue to rally. But, if money starts slowing, moving into other sectors, we could see a possible pullback from Exxon. So just be prepared for that and lock in profits if you haven't already. ARC had a great day because the tech stocks all moved in, and as long as healthcare and tech stocks are doing great, then ARC is going to pull back, move up here. So sit as 175.43, still under the 200. So just keep that in mind. Could find resistance and bounce back down from the 200. But right now, had a really good day today. Looking at the 10-year yields here, you can see here just kind of flat here, consolidating. Still haven't pulled back below here past the 20, so still some strength there. So we might not see a total rally out of here. Might see some resistance along the way, but still looking good. U.S. oil, crude oil, you can see. We talked about possibly getting up here at some point around 90, 93, 94. So it's grinding its way up and new highs. Well, you got a spike here, but the new closing high on U.S. crude. Dollar pulled back here after hitting that high. So still above the moving averages. The VIX pulled way back here. We talked about this in our video last night as well. If we can move back down here, we're going to get more of a rally. And you see that that's typically what we've done in the past. If it pulls back up here, then we could pause that rally. The 28.88 is critical level for resistance. If we can get down below, down towards 20 on this VIX, then you're going to see a nice rally started. SPY, you can see SPY, nice run up. So nice run up today. We're above the 20, working our way back towards the 200 on 8 hour here time frame. So looking good. This almost looked like a cup to me when I was talking to one of our other members. It looked like almost like a cup's creating here. So if it does, you could go up here and tag our bottom trend line here, 458. May see some resistance here at 458. Could also see here because you have the 50 and the 200 right here at 452.93. So 453, 458, that could be our next range. If it does find resistance right here, we could see a pullback maybe to the 20 here at 444, maybe 442 at the 10, and then try to see if we can bounce back up. If it fails, 442, we could be coming much lower. So just be aware of that. Triple Qs sitting right under the 200. So this could be resistance. We could have a pullback, but if we do have a pullback, it could rally up here unless it fails underneath the 10. So just be aware of that. All right, so semiconductors, a nice pull up here. We're back into our channel, so that's a positive thing. I'm going to go ahead and take this lower trend line off of here, and this is our normal trend right here. So that we're back in the channel, back above the 10, working our way to the 20. So resistance could fall around 283, but nice pull up for semiconductors. Glad to see it back in the channel here. Glad to see it back over the 200. Dow Jones back above the 200, well within our channel now. Just closing in on these movement averages right below the 20. We had a resistance line here from last week around 351.90. So we got to break through that and rally, continue this rally back up here. Now we could pull back here possibly to this 346 level and hopefully find support and bounce off again. You see we had this, I just call it double bottom, but really, we had 4 points of support here off of our trend line. So looking good there on Dow Jones. IWM, so Russell 2000, back above the 100. So a nice bounce off of here and a nice follow through. We have this big breakdown candle. So hopefully we'll just continue to chase up that. If we do, resistance maybe around 209, and then probably some resistance possibly around 211, 212. So just be aware of that. But nice retracement back up on that negative candle. Financials, actually this is energy XLE. I'll pull this over so I can, XLF, yeah, this is financials. So financials here, you can see rally back up. We're still within the trend line, above the 100, still below the other moving averages. So we'll see if we can rally back up here. We should have resistance around, this 39 level that we got to break through first to get rallying back up towards highs again. So here's energy. Energy, nice run today. Look at this, a nice bullish run. Blew right through a resistance level at 61.52, like it was nothing. And also blew through my resistance line that I had set up here around 64.84. So, do we make it back up onto this upper trend line? If we do, then the next goal is 68.90, not far away. And then if we break through that, now we can compete with this high back here of 74.91. So that's where we're where we're headed next. So looking good here. We could have a little bit of a pullback here because this is a big breakup candle. So just look for a possible retracement back down to 60, 61, 62 area. Bitcoin, just kind of this ascending trend line that we have going up here. So, where's it going? Does it just continue to grind higher? It's possible that's what we do with Bitcoin. You can see here this, I'll put this line here. So as long as we stay up here, it's great. But typically, what I've seen is, we have this grind up here and you're going to find weakness if you don't break up and you're going to break down. So, is this a bearish flag? It's kind of a long one if it is, but, it could break down through here. So just be aware on Bitcoin. Leo, our crypto stocks. Leo had a nice rally up here. Hit resistance here, this 374 area. See if we can bounce up. We got to get past this 388 area if we want to get to new highs. All right. FTM's flat still. This is a big flat area. So support's down here. But we got to get kind of going here at some point. I expected when we had these double candles here, I was going to see a rally, but it didn't. It died off. So just waiting for that to recover. SCRT flat as well. So none of these are really moving yet. T-Fuel came up here, finding resistance here right at this level here that we had around 18.2. So just seeing if we can break above that and also break above this 50 so we can kind of rally up here on T-Fuel. So that's our cryptos, our stocks. It's continue to watch for updates and watch the VIX. if it can stay below this 25 level, we can continue the rally. If it gets back above there and closer back to 30, then we could see a little bit of retracement or pullback from this huge rally we've had for a few days. So just be careful out there. Make sure you follow the trend and the direction the market's taking us, and you'll stay a lot safer that way. And we'll talk tomorrow night. Good luck with your trading tomorrow.